Comedian David Koechner is joining us in studio. He's at the Arlington Cinema Draft House this weekend. For tickets, you go to arlingtondrafthouse.com. He took off the cowboy hat. I guess he had to because of the headphones.
I had to put on what we call in the business cans. For the uninitiated, it's a big headset.
Right.
This is something kids won't even know. Like, why would you ever put those on your head when you had earbuds?
Do you like coming to D.C.? Is this your first time?
No, I've been here several times.
Yeah.
First time when I was 13, saw all the buildings.
Right. You did that.
Did the touristy bit?
I remember checking out for my family because, like, I was determined to go into every Smithsonian building.
You were.
Now, you're not really taking it in, but I just had to cruise through it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm here. I'm
Natural
experiencing
history,
it.
check it off.
Do you ever have a sense when you're doing it if it's going to be good or bad? And is that ever right?
Yeah, well,
your
no.
instinct ever right?
Anchorman, for instance. All right. So we were all like, holy moly, this is amazing when we were shooting it. It was so good.
Yeah.
And where I like, this is unlike anything I've ever seen or been a part of. And it wasn't a huge success initially at the box office. You know, it had a pretty good run at like 84 million, but is only later in subsequent viewings that it became this pop culture phenomenon.
Yeah.
Right.
So you don't know.
When you would do a movie like Anchorman, I'm guessing when you would do a scene with, you know, the actors you're working with, that you probably did it over and over again in different ways.
Right.
Because I'm guessing you're improvising a lot and you're doing it with Will Ferrell and Rudd.
Yeah,
and
Adam McKay, who's the writer and director, also won the Oscar for The Big Short last year. I mean, that's pretty good range. You win, you're doing one of the greatest comedies of the last 20 years, you know, and then you win an Oscar for a drama.
I'm still confused by all the financial terms. I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love the movie, but I didn't understand it.
Right, and he slowed it down for everybody.
Yeah.
Really
That
did.
was such a great. Basically, we just all got screwed. Is what he's telling me.
Exactly.
right.
But yeah, what we do is usually shoot it each scene 3 times, and then McKay came up with this term, let's let the squirrel out of the bag, so we would improvise. And you'll be improvising on your single, so what happens, you shoot wide, like we'd shoot all of us here, and then slowly move in and get 2 and 2, and then your singles where you normally improvise.
What was your big break?
Saturday Night Live. I was on one season, 95, 96.
And just, was it your choice to leave after 1 year, or they don't
No.
renew your deal? How does that work?
Here's the thing. I had a great season, but it was a transitionary season because that's when everyone had left and they had brought in like 10 new cast members.
So even being on just 1 year is enough to just completely
because
launch
you just put that to the resume. And,
If you're good enough.
right.
No, it was just, that's all politics. I had a great season, and apparently some West Coast people didn't get it. And they wanted some changes, and it was me, which is fine because 6 months later I met my wife, and I've worked ever since, so it wasn't,
What did like producers out there notice you, and then your phone starts ringing off the hook?
Oh,
Or
yeah,
how does that work?
I came out to L.A. and immediately got jobs.
You were just, wow.
Yeah.
How many different scripts or job opportunities do you turn down, let's just say in a year?
Let's just say if someone offers me a job, chances are I'm going to do it. If you've looked at my resume, like, oh, why did he do that?
Hey, I'm
I don't
guilty.
know how that works.
I have the brain of a 13-year-old, so I've seen all of the Final Destination movies.
You're
So I
welcome.
saw you get a wrench fly into your head at like 500 miles per hour.
You died twice.
And I think it was Final Destination 5.
Nice.
Very good.
Deep cuts.
Nice.
We had a baby on the way. Swear to God. Swear to God.
Gotta take it, right?
Yep.
How many times do you do that, though? You go, look at this and go, you know what, this is going to suck, but I'm doing it.
It's not always,
Not
but it's
always.
just every once in a while.
Is Carell as crazy and goofy, off
Steve
camera?
Steve is a contemplative person.
I'm not sure I know what that means.
He's quiet.
Contemplate.
He's really smart.
Yeah.
He's really.
Oh, yeah, I get
he's
that.
super bright and super sweet, and has no desire to make a show of himself because he doesn't need to. He's quite sure of who he is, and I would say he sits in his intelligence and he's comfortable in his own skin.
But
so he
then when
doesn't-
the light comes on, he turns it on.
he's
yeah.
a machine, but he
Yeah.
has no need like between things to make
Right.
be loud.
He's
That's my
Would
job.
he-
He was
be
a real
cool to hang
jerk
out
in
with?
Foxcatcher.
Yeah,
Would it be cool to hang out and have a beer with him?
yeah, but
He
he's
was a
not.
jerk
He's
in
not a
Fox.
crazy
But
party
he's not
guy.
going to be
No.
the guy telling all the stories and
Oh
the
yeah,
center
he
of
can tell a
attention.
good. Oh no, he doesn't desire that because
Yeah.
to him that's just nonsense. I would think it from my
Right.
my view of him. Just a lovely human being and one of the most talented guys I've ever seen.
Scary.
Because I've known him since Second City, and I used to say, so at Second City, we have the show that's written, so it's, your written sketch show, and then afterward, you'll improvise. And I'd said this a long time ago. I've never seen a scene where Steve Carell's improvising. I've never seen one fail. He's so good, he can make anything work. It's pretty incredible.
Comedian David Koechner hanging out with us. Of course, you know him from Anchorman. He's going to be at the Arlington Cinema Draft House this weekend. ArlingtonDraftHouse.com for tickets.